Then I abandon, I think is how I do it. So let me just, because we're doing this differently. So I go here, I go abandon. You're seeing, all right, you're seeing it from Sheeptalk's perspective right now, but I'm still in the game, and I'm just gonna open up. So I go to history, spectate, and I can spectate it here. Yes, all right. So here I can spectate it, but I'm just switching back to this mode. And is everything looking all right? Let's check. Yeah, it's not fitting the screen perfectly, but I think this is good. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now it looks good. We're seeing this from Sheeptalk's perspective. Hello, everyone. Let's see if there's anyone in chat. There we go. I think everything is good. Good luck to Sheeptalk and Knob. I am obviously expecting here to see some, what's it called? We're expecting to see some seals here from Knob, as Knob is stupid seal and has been on his seal arc, I've heard. So we expect to see some seals here. Seals are quite difficult to make work, but hopefully Knob can do it. I mean, if anyone can make seal work, it's going to be Knob. So this is going to be quite an exciting game. Now, people would normally think here, oh, I know of Knob. Knob is good, therefore Knob's going to win. But we had quite an upset last time. I think I streamed. It was that would be Saber versus XRB, where surprisingly Saber actually took the win. So anything can really happen. Even though I imagine Knob to be one of the favorites and a very well-known character within the community. There's definitely many opportunities for an upset win here for Sheeptalk. Though I don't know Sheeptalk's ability. Currently, we're watching from Sheeptalk. By the way, everyone in chat, just make sure you're you know that. And Scaresnake says Sheeptalk is goated. Well, that's very possible. I've never heard of them or seen any of their gameplay before, but it is very possible. There's a lot of new characters I'm being introduced to. I guess you can call it that. You can call real human beings characters that I'm being introduced to here through this through commentating this. So that is very exciting. All right. Oh, and let's just right. I have some sound. Let me just do this real quick. There you go. Now I am able to switch to a perspective of the game that is not going to be a live thing. It's going to be a spectator mode. I am able to switch to that if people want to see it from Nob's perspective. But personally, I like seeing the cursor. I like seeing the movements, the different things. Seeing the different things that people are thinking about, the players are thinking about, and so that's why I'm currently I currently just have it from Sheeptalk's perspective. With Sheeptalk streaming, luckily the quality is quite nice of the stream, so it's working out. And let's take stock here from the games. It's called they're both looking. So Sheeptalk has this dodo here, which they're probably thinking about leveling up. Sorry, not leveling up, but keeping and statting up is what I really want to say. Statting up, trying to get levels here in turn 5, but not going for the levels, which makes sense. I imagine Sheeptalk will be wanting to keep those levels for 4 and 7. Actually thinking about getting rid of the dodo, which is interesting. I feel like getting rid of the dodo right now isn't the best thing, but dodo is indeed not doing much on this team. Sheeptalk hasn't found the levels for it, and it doesn't really work with dog that well, I imagine. Well, it could actually work with dog. It depends. Though I think Sheeptalk is also thinking about Knob's team here. Knob also with a dog, but then quite a strong, quite a strong ox here. Plus kangaroo, so they're basically mirrored teams, but currently Knob is looking a little bit stronger overall, though Sheeptalk does end up taking this round. So this looks like it's going to be quite an exciting match. Sheeptalk finding that, I'll just call him Sheep. Sheep finding that level on the kangaroo is really nice. Now rolling for a level on the dog. Oh, and there it is. Immediately gets it. Now Sheep is looking at 3 different levels: level on the kangaroo, level on the dog, level on the a snail next turn, which is very, very good because, as we know, tier 5s are very, very strong. So so this definitely looks like what's called Sheeptalk has the upper hand for now. Even if those oxes do look quite scary, just for the moment. Especially statting up the ox. I imagine Nob doesn't really want to keep those oxes around. Thinking about how, I mean, they're just currently they're strong and they're good levels, but you really want to level out them. That's kind of why ox is difficult, because ox is really strong, but then it suddenly drops off in its ability very, very quickly. And so suddenly, the ox is not nearly as good, and you're gonna think of how do I get rid of it? How do I switch out of it? But look at this. If you look over at Nob's board, Nob currently has no levels, at least from what we can see. We can imagine that there is no levels, maybe in shop, if the last, free rolls, two rolls free rolls that Nob had gave him a level that's very possible. But now we're looking at Sheeptalk getting a bunch of seals and maybe thinking about them. There's a monkey, which is very nice. Did we not have 3 levels? No, there's 3 levels. There's also the crocodile, a bunch of monkeys, a bunch of seals, a bunch of armadillos. That's pretty funny as a level up. But the smarter, more, I guess, or at least stronger units are definitely this monkey and this crocodile. But there's definitely an argument about taking seal, especially taking seal against Nob would be pretty funny, pretty damn funny. But Nob would take double seal here every single time, absolutely. Looks like Sheep is not super happy about those level ups. And currently, Sheep actually taking the victory, at least for the pivot into late game, which shouldn't surprise too much. As you can see over at Nob's board, Nob currently has no level ups. He had no level ups last turn. No, he does have a level up on the Ox. The Ox does have a single level up, but there is no tier 5, which is interesting. Because there's a level 2 Ox, so I think that was level up last turn, but Nob ended up taking none of the levels that he got, so that is very, very interesting. So who knows what was on that board, but I imagine it couldn't have been that good. Sheeptalk thinking about, I don't even know what they're thinking about at this point. Nob's gonna have to think about, okay, how do I pivot into a strong team? Because currently I'm just losing, so I have to do some kind of strong pivot here. I don't know how Nob's going to find that pivot. Especially bringing in a squirrel is odd. I kind of feel like Nob spent, this is just my theory, but I feel like Nob spent their last turn just looking for a level up, like on the giraffe or on the dog, and then rolling down, and then at some point Nob just got to like free gold, and he was like, all right, fine, I'll just get a squirrel in because this is the strongest thing here. But I imagine he doesn't really want to keep it around. But they're still trading. Even though it looks like, I think there was a positioning mishap from Sheeptalk. Because even though it looks like Sheeptalk is Sheep is much stronger. They're still trading, and Sheeptalk actually lost that round, which is kind of surprising. Probably took it for the dog tempo. Yeah, that's very possible. We're on turn 9, so cans are no longer optimal. That's why Sheeptalk was thinking about those cans, but then ended up not taking them. Chili doesn't really work against this, against this Ox. So currently, Sheep has to think about what they can do to win this, to win these rounds. Just going for honestly, I'd call that cow or tempo moves at this point. Hoping to get a big dog this turn, but not finding anything useful in shop. Not finding anything useful in shop currently, which is quite bad for Sheep. It's not even certain that Sheep will win this turn, especially when Nob has a level up in the bank. You can see that dog there. Now they're going to have, Nob's going to have some kind of tier 6. And it's a dragon and a mammoth. Now dragon is very, very, very strong, especially on turn 9. I mean, at 3 lives it's scary, but currently Nob is keeping those 3 lives. So a dragon is just dragon just going to keep piling on those stats, and it's going to be a very uphill battle for Sheep here to win. Even though Sheep had a lot stronger prospects of winning earlier, currently it's looking pretty damn bad here. We'll have to see what Sheep can do. Thinking about maybe how to cheese it with a whale, something like that. Or I guess scam. Sheep not finding any level ups are the 2 possibilities. Well, there's one. On the monkey, but is the monkey scaling going to be fast enough? I am unsure, or at least I'd say I'm skeptical. That's the word. I'm looking for the word skeptical. If it's really going to be fast enough, especially with this mammoth, which we are imagining is going to maybe stay on board, since it is pretty good base stats. Nob will just be thinking about how to spend all their gold, spending all the gold looking for level, maybe. Or just winning. I guess Nob just spend it taking tier 1s. Fair enough. I mean, 2 HP is not much for Sheeptalk. So currently Sheeptalk has a very, very uphill battle if they want to win. Fly is a strong unit, but is it strong enough? Unsure. Yeah, this kangaroo is really not doing much at this time. Kangasil Rilla Front. Last turn that was not possible because Sheep bought the chocolate on a free gold interval, like the last free gold that they had. And now Sheep is looking at a melon, which could be the difference. Melon is very, very strong here. Though this kangaroo is honestly not very strong, so you're probably thinking about how to switch out of that at some point. Maybe just taking another fly just to get even more stats on this dog. Though it forces the positioning to be, quite frankly, very, very, very bad. But we are going to imagine that it's going to be very close to a 50-50 dog, but I don't even think that's going to be enough. Especially with the kind of scaling that level 2 dog plus dragon gives. It is not an easy fight to win, but it is possible. Oi! And Sheeptalk actually manages to win that. That is kind of, well, very surprising, honestly. And there's a level on the fly. Sheeptalk might be able to bring this back, thinking about taking that level. While that stat increase 4-4 isn't that much, getting another potential good tier 6 is nice to look at, and also reducing the amount of flies on the board, so to get something stronger in. Still, who knows how long that Sheeptalk can keep this up. Stake is very good here indeed. Sheep's going to have to think about how to play the best that they can to have a chance here. Spreading out the stats with the milk plus cat cow. Classic combination, but maybe a bit late for some scaling. On the other hand, it is a lot of buy sells. Sell this cat, sell this cat. Get a new thing in, probably this rhino. Indeed. Just for the dog stats and for just having a good amount of a better amount of stats this turn. Dragon is only level 1. It is winnable. It is absolutely winnable, but a little bit of a miracle has to happen. There's gonna have to be some very good trades, and they are currently some very good trades. Not being able to find the way out. Scaling not being fast enough with this dragon. The level 1 dragon is not quick enough against this massive dog. Now I'm thinking about probably what he can do, what kind of things. I don't think buy selling is quick enough at this point. We are at the 1 health interval. Whoever wins this next fight wins it. So this can be a very, very surprising win from Sheeptalk, suddenly taking it back in the last moment. That would be exciting to see. Alright, let me just do this. Thinking about the Scorpion here. Scorpion could definitely make the difference here. Especially because it saves this another, what's called? It saves another trade, I guess you can call it. She barely making it in time. Ooh, this snake could be bad. Could also be good though. Oi, maybe not. Is it enough? And it's enough! Sheep actually wins that fight. That was so close. GG's. Wow. What a comeback. That was so exciting to see. Sheep very happy about that, and that is totally understandable. Taking it back from the brink of death, you can call it. Scary Snake's calling Sheep the best player of all time. That's maybe controversial, but not the worst take in the world. It's definitely very, very, very well played from Sheep there, making some incredibly good decisions in the last moment to be able to trade well into Nob's board. All right. Y'all want to see it from Nob's perspective? Let's do that. I think we should see it from Nob's perspective now. That's just a case of doing this, and then going into joining. Yeah, here. Melons were worthless for Nob. They certainly weren't enough with the way it was going, but I wouldn't call them worthless. Yes, the melon on the ox was, yes. So we abandon here. And then we go into history, spectate, and we can spectate this from some few different perspectives. I want to see it from Nob's perspective right now. Here we go. Now, obviously, this is not live in the same way. It is, but it should still work. Hopefully, the internet is good enough for this to work. And we are able to see it from a different perspective. So yeah, now we're seeing it from Nob's perspective, and I need to change the scoring. I forgot to do that. Let's see here. Sheeptalk taking, that's the wrong one. Score, taking 1 point. This is a best of 9, I'm guessing. I think they all are best of 9s now. Yeah, we'll see how many seals Nob can get this round. Because there were no seals before. Little breather. Still shaking. Are we indeed seeing this? Are we not seeing this from the right perspective? Oh no, sorry. That's currently Sheeptalk wrote Little breather still shaking from first game. Y'all can't see it. Sorry, I just I'm looking at the Discord right now. Yes. So Sheep definitely did not expect to win that last game. Still shaking over it. Let me stay focused on the actual game we're watching right now. Now getting a swan, very, very good. Getting pigeons, my favorite. Getting ducks, super, super strong. This can go many good ways for Nob right now. Thinking that the selling the duck onto the onto the flamingo is good enough. gained another level. I'm guessing they're going to go on the Badger. Yeah, again, just the tier 3 percent scaler is so good to keep. So definitely worth it. Not taking the Swan this turn, even though it would be a little bit more gold efficient. Thinking that Nob probably won't win either way. Or if they did it the other way, let me have Sheeptalk's team up here in the top here. Sorry about not having that before. This game can go many ways at this point, depending on what Sheep has. But currently, it's looking very, very strong for Nob. Dodo is very, very good. Dodo is quite strong, even though Nob is winning this round currently. Yeah, even though Nob is currently pretty good, Dodo is. I would honestly say Dodo is better than Badger. Obviously, it depends on what team you're going against, but many times it is very, very nice to have a Badger on the team. Skipping a Peacock there, which might make sense, even though it's another tier 2 to look for. Now would rather have a spider pill. I mean, pilling in front of this ox is very nice, but not pilling the flamingo. I guess the flamingo does have extra stats, so it makes sense in some way, but it's triple tier 3s now, so. And this Swan is not getting much love. So who really knows? This is a kind of a, I wouldn't call it board lock, but it's kind of board lock, you know, to some extent. And this what's it called, this, yeah, that's kind of what you would expect. This Dodo doing very good work, taking out the front unit and surviving the Badger hit. Again, we are seeing it from, oh, you can actually see it here up here. Yeah, we're seeing it from Nob's perspective. Are we getting, Nob is probably looking for some levels this turn. Wanting to have those levels by turn 7. Setting up the Ox, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I know it kind of it does work with the Ox, but it's probably not what you want to really keep around right now. Just looking for more levels. Actually, not even taking the extra unit just because they want Nob really wants that level. Taking the Giraffe though is definitely an odd move. I would not say that Giraffe is the better thing to take here, because it is not a level up, or at least Nob has to be very lucky to find two Giraffes next turn. So it doesn't seem like optimal play, but you know, maybe Nob can do something. Double camel. That's what's it called? That's bait if I've ever seen it. Or maybe it's not. Either the internet is bad or Nob is really taking their time to think about what to do. I'm guessing it's the former. Taking the Giraffe, even though it's not really optimal this turn and there's still no levels. Just taking the apple, not even going for the level. In which case, if you take the apple, the earlier rabbit would have been better. Putting the Badger in the back, this is looking like a pretty bad game here for Nob. The odds of winning are very low, but not impossible. There's a draw, and Nob is, I mean, only 1 HP under Sheep, so it's definitely not lost. It's just stronger for Sheep currently. Getting rid of the Swan makes sense. It's not really worth keeping at this point. Nothing on Nob's team is really worth keeping. If I was Nob right now, I'd just be looking for cans. I think cans would be very, very strong, because you are replacing most of this team other than the Badger, and even that maybe late game. Though Nob is not taking the cans, which is definitely interesting. badger inside of whale. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. And Nob is scaling up the whale. I guess Nob is thinking, okay, I'm not gonna win normally. I'm not gonna win the scaling race, and I'm not gonna win the level race. So I might as well like go for some scam or go for a stronger team. Because as you can see here, Sheep's team is just very, very, very strong. And now Nob is very low on health. Thinking about what to do. It's a scary game, I'll say that much. We're almost looking at level 3 Dodo, that's true. Which can be actually very, very strong. When you have a level 3 Dodo, I think at that point you might actually be thinking about just taking a Rooster here. Because that is a lot of extra attack you're getting on a unit. Though I don't feel like going for that level 3 is super important. Rhino counters Ox. Yes, it does. Well, I don't know if it's based on attack, but since the Ox is only level 1, I think it works. Oi, and we're getting a level. So I was supposed to say, even though Nob is playing around with, Nob is playing around with some different positioning, he's still not winning, but he is drawing, which is honestly very, very important for this round. Now Nob is looking at tier 6, and suddenly this could be turned around. We're looking at a snake, we're looking at a fly, we're, you know, a lot of interesting things here. A lot of interesting options. If I was Nob, I would be pretty happy at this point, because while Nob is not winning the scaling race, he might very well win the positioning race or the good units race. Exodia, but not really, because you can only take one of them. It's going to be a snake. That makes sense. Snake is very, very strong. Also against this team, especially because what's called Sheep's team is very low on health stats, so having a snake could be very, very good for him. Not taking this monkey makes sense, because Nob is at this point not winning the scaling race. It's all about having the good units, positioning well. That's how Nob is going to win this. Oh, did my connection die out? Sheeptalk getting a very good hit with their... okay, good. Sheeptalk getting a very, very good hit with their leopard right there. That is super important. Dodo into leopard is very, very, very strong here. Into level 3 leopard, so that basically can hit any really good unit here. Currently it hit the badger, which is probably the best for sheep. Best thing to possibly hit for sheep. That round. Who knows if milk is going to be enough to survive. A snipe from this the leopard. Leveling up the leopard here for sheep will just probably result in a victory. Almost a level 2 rhino, that's true, but the rhino is quite small. On the other hand, it goes well into their team, into Nob's team. And now it's immediately level 2, and although it survives that round, it's not going to be enough. Right? Yeah. And Sheep takes this. The Nob is down to 1. Nob will have to really do something good here to be able to win. Nil somehow doing the math from how much the damage this what's it called this Dodo is going to do. I don't know how they were able to do that in their head, because it's like 150%. Yeah, I'm bad at math. Is a mammoth pill going to be enough to win this? I am unsure. I think at this point, at the very least, Nob will need to get some very good hits have to get lucky with that leopard. Instant level 2 leopard was very, very, very strong for what's it called? It's very, very, very strong for Sheeptalk here. Now it is possible to renew what's called knobs fly triggers by taking another fly and then stacking the old one on top of the new one. But that's not what we were seeing. We're just seeing double fly once again. And let's see if it's enough for Knob to survive and keep going. Oh, those 2 hits were probably the worst for Knob. And it's over. It is all over. GG Sheeptalk. Sheeptalk winning the second game and winning it solidly too. GG's. This is looking bad for Knob here. Knob, who you'd normally think would be the favorite to win this, is definitely not at this point. Sheeptalk playing very, very strong. Now we're moving back the perspective here from from Knob to Sheeptalk. Let me just make sure it's centered. Like, okay. This should be good enough. And let me just join in. Let me see here. Boom. With friends. Join. There we go. I could also just play against Sheeptalk at this point. I think Knob is taking a little break. In his mind. Needing a little bit of a reset, mental reset. Having lost 2 games pretty badly. The first game being close to winning and then having the win stolen out of Knob's hand. Second game losing solidly against Sheeptalk. I'm guessing that's what's going on right now. Knob trying to compose himself for the next game. Let's see here. I'm getting pinged, am I? Sheeptalk is asking how the stream is. It is good. All right. I think also Sheeptalk is probably very scared. I mean, Sheeptalk did not expect to win that first game, and so is very surprised, and then goes on to win the next game. So I think Sheeptalk is probably very rattled right now, very unsure if a victory really can be performed. Now we just need Sheep to start the game, and I can leave the game, and I can go into spectate. But obviously, we'll be seeing this from Sheeptalk's perspective currently on Discord. All right, this looks good, right? Yeah, this looks. Let me just check. I might have to zoom it in, zoom it out a little bit. Nope, this looks good. All right, nice. Again, we're seeing it from Sheeptalk's perspective. The internet on my phone not doing good. I hope the stream is doing all right. It says it's doing all right. I'm really kind of unable to connect. Well, that's all right. All right. Should be working out. Getting a fish start, which is not what you want to see. Solidly not what you want to see from Sheeptalk's perspective here. So that's definitely sad. Just taking that mosquito level, hoping to get something good. To Camel probably the best thing here. Hoping that the fish stats will go on to the good units and not the bad units. No way of knowing, eh? No way of knowing. Taking the dolphin instead, maybe. definitely interesting. Take the Dolphin. I feel like the Dolphin is not nearly as good here, but it can definitely win a few rounds. And by a few, I mean like 2 rounds if you're lucky. But don't let me be the judge. Clearly, Sheeptalk is currently winning right now. Very solidly. 2 very, very strong games from Sheep. And Nob is doing a rat strategy. Normally, I am not a fan of rat. On the other hand, Nob also got a badger. Now, badger is very, very good. Sadly, what's called rat and badger do not synergize, but in general, badger is very good. So we'll see if we can make it work here. Selling the mosquito and just leveling the fish now instead of taking a different tier 2 is definitely an interesting choice. Not taking the dodo, taking giraffe. I definitely would not have done this. I think sheep is currently a little bit freaked out and not playing to their best, or maybe I'm just totally wrong. But it definitely feels that way. At least they're not playing fast, eh? Thinking about a kangaroo level. Selling the fish, you've just set it up. You could have just taken your kangaroo before. It's definitely and now taking a swan. Now you're super, super weak. Yeah, I think what we're looking at here is not necessarily bad plays, but sheep is definitely freaked out, it seems. Selling good tempo units. And almost surviving too, but going down to 4 HP, and this seems like a slippery slope unless Sheeptalk starts to hit some very good units. And indeed, Sheeptalk does end up getting another swan and a kangaroo level. Do you just take the level for tier 4 here? A turtle, there you go. Alright, Sheeptalk has hit some pretty damn good units, especially turtle is super good against this badger. Although it is not, wait, no, it does work against, yeah, sorry. I was thinking it wouldn't work against rat, but it does work against rat. It does work against rat, yeah. This is definitely looking currently strong for Sheeptalk, but I think Nob is just saving those levels on turn 7, and especially since Nob is up on lives, I think Nob is just thinking about how can I save these, how can I survive these rounds while saving up my my level ups on turn 7 to become strong that turn. Although actually no, I guess I was wrong in some aspect, and Nobs kind of gets punished for it, taking the level up onto to a tier 4 this turn with the level 2 rat and getting punished for it by still not winning because of the small rats. I think they're called dirty rats. So this is suddenly looking very, very strong for Sheeptalk. Especially if Sheeptalk can find a level on to the swan, that would be very, very strong for them. Which is interesting, they were thinking about this apple instead of just looking for a swan. Because that level next turn can rival the level that Nob is getting, plus what's called Sheep's team is already better, right? Sorry, Chad, I didn't have you on my phone for a second because it wasn't working. I thought no one was writing. People were writing. It just wasn't working. I love that. Hopefully it works now. And there's the level onto the swan. Taking the turkey, and now suddenly The pivot is strong, the units are strong, the tempo is strong. Sheeptalk is looking very, very good here. So I'm going to be honest, I did not see that last game. I didn't see how it went, but I think Sheeptalk lost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they lost here. Obviously, the threat is scary. A bunch of swans do mean a bunch of levels next turn for Knob. But again, this can really go anyway. Why is my chat not updating? That's really annoying. For some reason I can't get chat to update properly. Knob leveling up into a monkey. That's exciting. Because the scaling is suddenly there for Knob to win this. Sheeptalk going down to 2 Hoyts. Even though Sheep is looking very strong, it can suddenly be turned around very, very quickly. Although a bunch of melons is very, very, very good for Sheeptalk here. Just trying to see how can I survive these rounds, even taking a blowfish, which I guess is not really the worst thing. Just because this blowfish is going to get another hit against this monkey. Or even, no, actually it's not going to survive against the swan. But even just getting extra hits here, 1 hit, 2 hits, that's enough for a really good tempo. Is it enough to survive though? It is. So now Knob is getting threatened. As we have seen in the first game, Sheeptalk is able to take it back from some losses, even to the point where Sheep is willing to take a canned food, thinking that that will actually save them the game. This shark is looking very good. Thinking about the armadillo, which I would absolutely love to see. We love to see some armadillo scorpion. There's no scorpions in shop, but there is double armadillo, so we could see it happen. But they're just taking the shark, which is also fair enough. And the turtle. I mean, very, very good tempo units. Totally makes sense to take here. Sheep just wants to survive, just wants to fight the scaling. And honestly, like, the scaling that Knob has is only 1 monkey. It's not that strong currently, considering Knob currently just wants Sheeptalk to lose, and Sheep just wants to, well, it could be possible. I mean, it's a lot of lives just to keep standing up, but against this skunk, this monkey is not doing nearly as much as you would really want it to do, so it is, Knob it definitely has to think about what he wants to do to be able to bring this back. Although he does have a tier 6. Look at that. If you're looking at the Knob's board, there's a level 2, a swan, plus another one. Now looking for tier 6, but Knob did not take the tier 6 that was, and instead Knob took double, double crocodile, which is very, very fortunate for Knob here. Very surprising that Knob ends up, ends up countering a team that he didn't expect to counter, but he absolutely did, taking the shark with the against Sheep's shark. Very, very strong combination. Though currently it's not enough to survive double croc, so, and we can imagine that Knob will want to keep those crocs around for later on, just to counter this shark that's possibly going to happen. And that's probably going to stay on. Now countering it with the skunk in the back totally makes sense. Although there's 1 less trigger from 1 missed trigger, I guess you can call it. From the fly. So let's see what happens. Crocs aren't enough, but are the stats enough to get through? I don't think they are. They're not. And Sheeptalks gets through. Now these crocodiles, or this crocodile, level 2 crocodile, suddenly doesn't do much, but even though it's standed up by the monkey, so it's hard to get rid of, and suddenly Sheeptalk is looking very, very strong. Clearly Sheeptalk's forte is the late game. Sheep is very, very, very good, clearly, at making some good decisions late game, bringing it back, and possibly even winning this. Nob will have to. I mean, Nob is very close, but he will have to do something very, very good if he wants to win this. The level 3 Swan does help quite a bit in Nob's pursuit of better units. But, well, we'll see if... Or maybe just Nob is just thinking, you know what, I just need scaling. Scaling is the way I win this, which is a very, I think, valid way of thinking about this. But who knows if it's enough. This fly is going to survive in the back. Oosh, but it's not enough. 2 more rounds, though. This can go really any way, because currently we're looking at a team where Nob is very, very strong on scaling. Nob, and also going for the leopard snipes. Nob is very, very strong here. Could potentially scale a lot and win through that. But Sheeptalk is also has a very, very strong team. And with a little bit of luck, Sheeptalk can definitely win this. The only thing that Sheeptalk really doesn't have is lives. Sheeptalk can't make any mistakes here. It needs to go kind of perfectly well. Nob can lose one more round and has even one more round to scale up and become a lot stronger with this level 2 cat. This is going to be an exciting finale, I think. Obviously, it also depends on what kind of food Nobs finds in his shop, and if he can find a level to the leopard. Scorpion not an option because of this dolphin. And is it enough scaling for Nob to get through? It is, and Nob takes it. Although it was surprisingly close. Sheeptalk very, very, very strong in the final game here, but Nob does end up taking it just because of the immense, what's it called, the immense health lead and scaling unit lead that Nob has. It was allowed to take it back and actually win it, not being out positioned or out. I guess what would you call that? Not losing to better positioning and better units on Sheeptalk's board, just winning by piling on more and more stats. Oh, and I should also go in here. And they're getting straight into the next game. We are continuing to watch this from Sheeptalk's perspective, seeing if they can win. Well, I thought they would go straight into the next game, but I guess we're waiting for a little bit here. Am I not in the right game? No, I am. Okay, there we go. Now they're starting. I can abandon. I don't know why it took so long for it to register that I was in. I was in long ago. Weird. All right. It's really annoying that my chat isn't updating. Level 2 cat definitely winning that last game. So again, it is really like as Snakes talked about here in the start, or wrote about in chat in the start, Sheeptalk is very, very good, and indeed that is true. As we have seen, Sheeptalk is very, very skilled and has a serious chance of winning against Knob here, which would be quite an upset, but it's super possible. Trying to position to lose here, as we know that is the right thing to do, since you want that snail value. And it's enough for Sheeptalk to lose this round, which is intended. Keeping this cricket frozen for some reason. And now taking it. Sheeptalk thinking they want to keep a cricket. That's definitely not what I've been told you're supposed to do, but it's it's an interesting strategy that might work out. But now they sell the horse, even though that's kind of what the cricket helps with. But not really either way. I mean, they got quite lucky with that, what's it called? Kangaroo and Dodo, because those are some very good units to find on board and plus level up. But in general, that's a weird decision. Try resetting Twitch here. And it's not enough to get through this level 2 horse plus a, what's it called? Plus a very strong dog. Knob getting a very good start with a spider, a dog, and level 2 horse. A flamingo and swan is a very, very strong board to start off with. And what Sheeptalk doing here is, doesn't seem like it's going to be enough from my perspective, but... Taking the peacock on turn 4. I guess thinking about levels, but... Hey, at least my chat is working now. It's not going to be enough. This just seems like a very bad start from Sheeptalk, making some, what seems like pretty strong mistakes. Sheeptalk is going to have to get really lucky with those level ups. And they are getting pretty lucky with those level ups currently. Still, it's an odd play, especially against Knob, who seems a lot stronger. Knob already having the level up with the Swan, potentially thinking about a tier 4, maybe even not thinking about a tier 4. Just saying, you know what, I'll just keep this strong team right now, and I'll and I'll just go for levels on this dog and the new unit instead of the spider. Maybe pill the spider, look for something, get dog triggers, that kind of thing. But they could also go for a tier 4. Let's see. And they've gone for a tier 4, found a skunk, which skunk is definitely not the best tier 4 here, but it definitely does prevent Sheeptalk from going one big unit. But I don't think Sheeptalk is going one big unit. Sheeptalk's kind of just, I don't know what they're doing. they're in the face of 4 potential level ups right now, but only 3 on board. I don't think Garlic's really going to be enough. I mean, looking over at Knob's team, Knob is very, very strong, looking for that level 3 Swan. Looking for levels on the dog. This sheep is very good. The Dodo is nice, but is it enough? Sheeptalk's playing a pretty bad early game. Hoping to find more levels. Not really finding them, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't think Garlic on Dodo does much difference. Yeah, Rapskip seem fine. I mean, they're not playing super bad, but especially compared to the early rounds, they're just not seeming to play super optimally either. Sheeptalk actually winning this round, surprisingly. And having the level up. Knob doesn't look like they have the level up. Is a monkey going to be fast enough? I guess it's better than a rooster, so you might as well. And Sheeptalk might be able to take it back. I mean, those are some good levels. Those are some good units they're leveling up. Sheeptalk's leveling up into. So it's definitely possible to turn this round. And another level with this kangaroo. Are they taking it? Thinking about it makes sense. They are taking it. And getting a cow, which cow is not too bad here. Though, and level 2, level 2 kangaroo is good tempo. Dodo is very, very strong, especially with all that scaling. Though it doesn't really work against, this Dodo doesn't work super well against another skunk here that Knob found. So, while Sheeptalk does look like they're recovering, it's definitely not a certain win. They will have to play very, very, very well to win here. Yeah, this turtle being very good. Thinking of getting rid of the kangaroo for these deer. Deer is good tempo, but... And this the kangaroo is pretty bad. And it is a potential level. Yet still, it might just not be worth it. Investing that much money. Awkward positioning with these not wanting to stat up. What's called this turtle. But it's not enough, and Sheeptalk actually takes this. And maybe Sheeptalk is actually going to bring this back. It's very possible from a very weak start to a potentially very strong finish. As we know, Sheeptalk excels in these late game rounds. Is able to find very good counters. At least that's what we've been seeing the last few games here. Knob did sell his skunk. That's true, Infernal Owl. Knob did sell his skunk. That seems like a very bad thing to do against this this pretty one-sided scaling that's going on onto this onto this dodo. The giraffe. I mean, the giraffe is a potential level up, but is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. Level 3 Swan is terrifying. There, we don't currently have a level 3 Swan, and level 3 Swan is good, but is it enough? Especially with Sheeptalk being able to play very well here in the later game. This shark is very, very strong. Knob definitely is set up to win, but it's absolutely possible that Sheeptalk will be able to win this. It is not certain. They're about equal, honestly, at this point. Knob leveling up into a fly, which is very strong. Absolutely very strong. But I don't think it will be enough. Oh, it actually is enough. It is enough against this shark. And now Sheeptalk will have to make some very strong moves if they want to win this against Knob's very strong team. Rhino is a very strong counter against this against the deer, against these flies. Rhino might just bring it back. Even looking for a level could be very, very strong here. Thinking about this cow, getting some better trades if you put some of the milk onto the rhino, maybe even onto the shark to survive a potential croc hit. Though I guess it's not even enough for a single croc hit. It is super possible for for Sheeptalk to bring this back. We've seen it before. This positioning with the monkey and shark could really be the toss-up. Could make the difference. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and the positioning switch, though it might not be enough. Level 2, and it's enough for Nob to bring this home. All right, that was kind of scary for a moment, but Nob played very well there, countering this rhino by putting their big swan up front. Very exciting. Let me just see here. I need to switch this to score. Now we're on to 2-2. Man, these high-level games are always very, very close. It's uncommon for one to be a lot stronger than the other. Alright. Let me just join in, even though we will be seeing this with friends. Join, doom. Even though we will be seeing this from Sheeptalk's perspective again, since I think that's just a better perspective to watch it from. More exciting to see. Just because of the immediate feedback. And we're in. And I abandon. Alright. And now we can go on to see Sheep's game here. Pretty standard start as always. That's funny, Goose. Sheep getting the loss here, which is good. Potential snail value. And now we're heading into a pretty pivotal moment. Just taking this this level up, which makes totally sense. Taking the level up immediately on the duck because this peacock is very nice. And we're looking at 2 giraffes. What a level up. That's such a strong level up from Sheep here. Getting comment. I have hit a lot of giraffe this set. So far, to be fair. Good energy from Sheeptalk here. I can tell who Snakes is favoring. So it's not enough to win this round. But it's very good later scaling. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like giraffes just have the giraffes having so low or so slow what's called tempo, like being so low tempo, makes them quite hard to use, and maybe means that they're a bit more bit overrated. I don't know if that's true, but that's just certainly how it feels for me when I think about the giraffe. I think it's very slow. Some bad breakpoints for Sheeptalk here, and now Sheeptalk is down on lives going into turn 5. Potentially looking for a tier 4 level up. Could also be saving it for later. There's the giraffe. Damn, I feel like Sheeptalk has hit some pretty strong levels this entire set, or in general just has hit the levels. Not necessarily strong. Just taking this penguin. Could have left the level up for later, but on the other hand, double giraffe, level 2 giraffe plus what's it called? Plus penguin is very strong. I mean, that is at this point, Sheeptalk is just thinking, okay, I'm just going all in on tempo. I'm just setting up these units. I'm just tempoing out, you know? I'm setting up these low tier units to hopefully survive, so hopefully win quickly, which could generally be very strong, especially with these with this setup. But on the other hand, Sheep does have, or is lower on lives, so Nob does have 2 extra rounds to play around with that and to counter it. Let's see if he'll take advantage of it. I guess we'll have to see next turn, because this turn he's just still winning. It's still not enough for Sheeptalk to actually win that. Despite the abundance of levels, though, honestly, some garlic could be very strong here. Getting rid of the cricket? That would make sense. Though taking a level on turn 6 is not what one would necessarily think is optimal. But I guess it's all in on the... Is it really all in? All in on the tempo train, you know? This kangaroo is not indeed doing very much. On the other hand, this cricket could just be, you know, gotten rid of. Nob will definitely have to think of how to play around all of these stats so suddenly. And they're like wider stats too. They're large amounts and they're wide. So like a single, what's it called? A single skunk won't just do it. This is indeed from Sheep's perspective. Aaron calling it GG. I would not definitely not call it GG yet. I still think it can go many different ways, but indeed right now it is looking pretty good for Sheeptalk. But GG I would not call it, especially because Nob does have 3 extra lives right now, I guess 2 extra lives right now, to deal with this and to try and fight against this, against all of this very, very strong tempo that currently favors Sheeptalk. Thinking of getting rid of the cricket for this turtle, which makes total sense. Turtle is very, very, very strong tempo. Thinking about just taking it another level. Cricket Cell over DSL is so odd to me. I think it's a case of wanting to focus in the scaling by the penguin onto 2 tier 2 units instead of 3 tier 2 units. As well as thinking the deer is pretty good tempo, just like in general, and it has more potential later on. But people in chat are saying that the cricket might not have been might have been large enough to stay there, and well, I can't make a decision on that, but that argument is definitely good. Nob even with double, well, actually no, wait. Yeah, Nob even with double skunk is losing that round. Suddenly is looking very, very strong for Sheep. Just taking the immediate pill, not even thinking about going for a level on this turtle. Well, I guess thinking about it for a moment. But not freezing the pill. It's just rolling. Gets the level. Levels on another odd turn, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, even turn. This is not how this game is supposed to be played, but It's certainly being played this way right now, and it might just work out. It's very possible that it will just work out. All of this scaling is super, super strong for sheep right now. Another penguin, even more scaling. And are the skunks enough to get through? They're not, but again, Nob has those lives to brace. Nob has spent the last 3 lives to brace against this high rolling, or at least I don't know if it's high rolling, but against this this high tempoing, that's for sure. And he's done pretty well, almost surviving, almost getting through Sheeptalk's team, but Nob is going to have to do some very strong moves to win this. That's for sure. Also, a dragon level up is super strong. On 3 lives, it's not as strong, but it could be very good. Just taking the gorilla instead, even though it's not getting the stats from the penguin. It is just a good unit, so it makes sense. It makes sense. And can Nob do it? This looks very strong for Nob, actually. And Nob can do it, bringing it back. With some very, very strong tempo. Level 2 whale plus boars. Plus level 2, the level 2, what's it called? Skunk doing very strong work here. Breaking through those melons. Fighting very hard against this this scaling. Nob is going to have to do some pretty strong moves to win here, but it is possible. It is absolutely possible. Sheeptalk getting low on lives, trying to think about maybe not scaling as much the next turns, but focusing on more on going for tempo. It's a tempo that Sheeptalk has good enough? We'll have to see. Sheeptalk is pretty board locked right now. Besides the penguin, and even the penguin is kind of board locked in, you know. And it's not enough. And Nob loses this round. This is very scary here for both Nob and for Sheeptalk. This as I said, this can go anyways, but it's definitely favoring Sheep at the moment. If Sheep can go find some strong tempo units, it might just be over for Nob here. On the other hand, if Nob can find some strong tempo units, it might just be over for Sheep. Sheeptalk just going for these stats. Just saying, screw it, I don't care about, like, tempo, just stats. Just foods is enough. Question mark? I don't know. That's a good question. Is food just enough? Infernal Owl says it is. I would say it very, very, very possibly is, but it's definitely not assured. There's a big question mark over it. And it's still not enough for Nob, and now Nob is on lethal, but he's almost getting through. Nob is almost getting through. Though now this what's called Scorpion isn't a surprise anymore. And it can be turned around very quickly. A stake is super good onto this penguin. And might just be enough. A melon is also... Well, is it good? Because there's already the... That... Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. Yeah, sure, that works. It kind of overrides a garlic, but maybe garlic's not worth it at this point. It's debatable. That also works. Melon on the turtle absolutely also works. Just hoping to have enough to barely win this. I think Sheeptalk does have enough to barely win this, but Again, it's very possible for Nob to win. Is enough? We'll see. Boar surviving on 1 HP! And it's not enough, and Sheeptalk wins this, but only barely, maybe even just by 1 HP. That's so painful. I mean, it might not have, even if those two had traded as you would expect, it might have been fine, but that 1 HP breakpoint might have made the difference. I don't know. If it did, that's pretty sad. And we are looking at Sheeptalk taking another game. But it was definitely not free. Even with all that tempo, it was definitely not free. Nob made some pretty good plays here to get through. And I think we'll just keep watching this from Sheeptalk's POV at this point. But I will join in just to make sure if we want to do it another way around. Nob might be taking a moment to think. Yeah, that's true. It was Cupcake that provided that 1 HP breakpoint. I think Chad is thinking that the breakpoint didn't matter, and now is this not the? I'm guessing this isn't the right person. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the score is wrong. Is this a third account? Is this a different account? Is that what we're looking at? I'm guessing currently Sheeptalk is confirming that it is indeed Nob that's here. Nob loves changing accounts. Yeah, that's something that I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. That is like there's like 2 trends in SAP right now. Oh, let me just do this. That I'm not a fan of. The first one is alt accounts, like good people playing on alt accounts and just like winning in like lower lobbies that both count for arena and versus mode. And the second one is having your name be like a bunch of dashes and then 1 letter and then a bunch of dashes. And then you're like, I don't know if this is the right person. And people changing their names all the time. I don't like it. It's annoying because you don't know who you're actually fighting, if you're fighting the real person or not. You can't tell. Honey Ant. Why unfreeze the apple? I guess because honey could work with this what's it called? With the horse. And there's a choice between a dog or a camel here. I'm guessing it's going to be dog. Especially with these horses. Dog is does synergize. Swan is also very nice. And indeed that's what he goes for. Rolls down for levels, rolls down for good tempo units. Spider could be good, I was about to say, and then actually rolls a spider. Sells a horse for it. It is gold efficient, even though you are rolling for other stuff, but it's stronger this turn. It is kind of, yeah, it is gold efficient. And it is only 1 attack you're missing out on. Which I don't think makes a difference. And, oh, we got a leg spike here. Whoosh. Okay, well, that was a quick game. Y'all want to see this from Nob's perspective instead? I mean, Nob isn't streaming it, so we have to watch it from in spectator mode, so it's a bit more delayed and stuff like that. But if people want to watch it from Nob's perspective, we can. It has been Sheep all of games but one. I mean, it's pretty clear to see when it's Nob. It's Nob when I'm watching it from like Super Autopets' spectator mode. I'm watching it from Sheep when it is what's it called? Sheep's perspective when it's looking like, you know, like it is right now, when it's actually live and a cursor is moving around normally. Just write in chat if you want to see the other side. But I personally like this more because I like having the mouse, like you can actually see it and that kind of stuff. And we get some what's it called, some comments from Sheep, which is pretty fun. I actually didn't manage to read that out. Did that 1 HP, or sorry, 1 attack make the difference? I can't tell. Or did he say it didn't make the difference and that's why he got rid of the horse? No, okay, I don't think it. Yeah, I think it did. He's saying it didn't matter because he's still on 6 lives. Dog gameplay very strong, but they are kind of mirroring each other. It's just a badger versus dog right now. But Nob does have a tier 4 in the bank and a bunch of stats. Well, 2/2 stats, which is still pretty good from this fish. But there are the level ups. Sheeptalk never want to get unlucky with levels. Rolls into the perfect units. Chat not being happy about that spider cell, which I agree. I thought about that when I saw it and I was like, is this really the right choice? But I need to go back if I really want to know. And just popping the apples immediately, which makes this dog very weak, but it does make sense because Sheeptalk just wants the levels next turn, so it doesn't really, it's not really that important. Thinking about this dog level, because it could potentially roll into one. Doesn't roll into it, but maybe it should have freeze rolled, maybe. Would rather get like a, what's it called? Would rather have garlic maybe, but I don't know. So small optimizations. This definitely looks like this round is going to be lost by Sheeptalk. I think Sheep knows this, so Sheep is just trying to position as best as possible to have a small chance of winning this round, even though it's probably not going to happen. And indeed, there it is. But they are tied on lives, so anything can happen. And here's the level ups. That's 1. That's pretty good. And that is pretty good. Turkey into shark is what I'm guessing we'll be seeing here. Yeah, that is very, very strong. Also, maybe thinking about this skunk into the peacock could be very good. Counter his skunk. Could work for a better... Oh, and there's a level. Thinking of getting rid of the swan. Actually, just doing it? Level 2 swan, getting rid of that is quite insane. Just so we can get the dog level this turn, but it might honestly be worth it. I don't hate that move as much as other people in chat might do, but I still don't maybe like it. I'm definitely unsure about it. Yeah, level 2 swan with level 2 dog is super OP. Is definitely not an incorrect statement. or at least it's very, very strong. So that's definitely a controversial option. I don't know if it's wrong, but it's definitely controversial. We'll have to see if it worked or not. Though finding cans is very nice. Thinking about the skunk. Skunk's probably not worth it at this point. Well, it could be worth it actually against this monkey. But there's just no space on the board. Sheeptalk having positively or fully board locked themselves. Just get rid of the peacock now. Which is so sad to see. Because they could have just gotten rid of the peacock, gotten rid of the peacock before. Where he'd rather have a, have that level 2. Have that level 2 swan. And now Sheeptalk selling positively everything on the board. Actually everything. No, just straight up all the good level 2s, all of the everything, just to get big units. Which is true, the units are very large, just immediately out the out of the shop. Because of these turkeys. And because of the cans. Sheeptalk is looking very, very strong currently. Yeah, getting good breakpoints. Definitely wanting this whale here. Could combine turkey, could sell shark, could sell skunk. No reason to sell deer if you're taking it. Well, there's not no reason to sell deer, but... And there it is. Base stats on the on the whale are very good. And now he's going for a level 2 and almost getting there. Thinking about just taking this taking this rhino here, getting rid of the shark for it, but decides not to. Doesn't even go for the for the deer. Some controversial opinions here, or sorry, controversial moves from Sheeptalk, and it doesn't even work out. I think Sheeptalk is just thinking like that they just want very good tempo, and they have very good tempo, but is it enough? Open up a board space, gets fly. That's very, very strong. That could easily seal the deal here. Fly is very, very good here. Get rid of deer for turtle, super fair. I mean, yeah, it's still really good. Get that pill. Pilling it now for that's gold efficient, but definitely risk not winning this turn if you do that. That's taking a big risk if you end up for just one gold efficiency. I would not do it right now. I mean, it is gold efficiency. It's also getting a higher chance of finding chocolate. But he goes for it. Spawns a zombie fly this turn. Let's see if Knob can bring this back. Or if he even needs to, because currently it's looking like Knob is actually maybe winning this. Thinking about this mushroom to work against the snipe. Which is fair enough. Knob could bring in a leopard. So a mushroom could be pretty good. Just to make absolutely sure. But he's not doing it. He's rolling past, looking for something else. Probably looking for a good unit for whale to eat. Or a level on the whale. If it's boar here, it is boar. That can definitely seal the deal here. Boar is super strong into level 2 whale. I mean, that's what you want to see. Although this level 2 shark could also be very important. Or maybe even getting rid of the shark for another good unit. This is looking very, very good for Sheeptalk. Thinking of just getting rid of the shark for another boar. I don't know if that's really worth it. There's a level 2 shark immediately into the next what's called next shot phase. And this is looking super strong for Sheeptalk. Sheeptalk probably winning this round. Yeah. And now Nob has to do some magic here if Nob wants to win this round. Especially against this level 2 shark that's we probably will see on the board now. Though it's not certain to happen. But there it is. Getting rid of boar from gorilla, maybe? Getting rid of turkey, even though it's a lot of stats on the board. It might be better tempo. What's it called? Sheeptalk is currently thinking about. Doesn't seem worth it to me. And doesn't seem worth it to Sheeptalk either, not getting rid of the turkey. Just mushrooming this this fly, making sure it doesn't get sniped. And I think this is this definitely looks like a victory unless Nob has some really strong team. Nob changing up positioning. Good positioning from Nob. And it might be enough. No, it's not. That breakpoint was really bad, and there it is. Sheeptalk taking another game. Sheep is so strong right now. Really, what an upset. What a surprise. Sheeptalk is very, very strong. I don't think any of us really expected them to be that good currently. Or get that good at the game, especially in the late game. That's something I myself have struggled with a lot. By the way, Snakes, I would love a coaching session looking over some of my a game I had. Talking about the late game, because losing in the late game is something that I do often, and Sheeptalk is very, very good at surviving those late games. And getting them back, I guess. Or coming back from a weak early game. Drawing. There we go. Make sheep to it. No, it's really just one game I had where I was like, well, I actually won the game, but I was like, I feel like this late game was kind of hard to win. Maybe I think also this commenting this game is helping me a lot, seeing what Sheeptalk is doing, making me look at the late game a little bit differently. Getting a thing here. Pack switch prediction. That is a very good prediction. That's very possible. We'll be seeing a puppy pack from Nob, or maybe another account. Who knows? Anything could happen. Nob has to really rethink his strategy, rethink his mindset if he wants to win this, because currently it's not looking too good. Is it return of the stupid seal? I mean, we haven't seen any seals this game. I will just note, we have not seen any seals this game from Nob, which is, I think, really the reason why Nob is losing this currently. So it is, it's taking a while. Who knows, maybe Nob is, has a bathroom break or something. Taking a mental break, maybe. And I'm taking a vocal cord rest. There we go. And here we have a new account, I'm guessing. Mav Ogre. A reference to Kyogre, maybe? I don't know. Well, we're getting into the game now, and let me make it in time, abandon in time. There we go. Abandon game, and we're in. And maybe Mav Ogre can do it. Maybe that account can do it. Can bring Knob over the line. Let's take this duck. It's really going for those fish. I mean, the weird thing is, Sheeptalk is playing in a way where that we all think is very suboptimal. Like, we all think it's like, this is, like, the way you're playing, Sheeptalk is playing is often, like, not what I think a lot in the community would do normally. It doesn't seem like the best plays, but it's working out. I mean, it might be that Sheeptalk is getting very lucky with their levels, despite not properly rolling for them, in my opinion. But in general, it's a very surprising wins we're getting from Sheeptalk here, because they're not normally wins that you would expect. But black screen. Oh god, no. Play. That's the curse of playing on browser. Why are you playing on browser? Wait. Stream ended. Oh no. We can wait. We can do this. We can do. We can do this. We can do this and that, and history and spectate and this one. All right. Sheeptalk, what's going on? Is did it all break down? What happened? Maybe we can see in the see here. No, they're playing. Okay, I guess they're just continuing to play. So Sheeptalk has gotten rid of the stream, but you all can see Sheep's perspective anyways through this. I guess we can also see Knob's perspective. Indeed, there's no stream anymore. I guess the stream closed the thing. Whatever. There you go. Sheep looking at some levels. Let's bring this up here. It is Swan. I mean, also a Swan, but Swan that's rare to see. A ram in the back? I'm confused about what happened there. Yeah, I guess it was yeah, okay. Winning by a ram in the back. Was it a camel? Level 3 Swan on the way. Essentially. Greed? Greed. It's not even that much greeding. Keeping this fish around, really hoping for a level. Sheeptalk does get it, but it is a bit late and a bit awkward. Just gonna freeze roll it. Makes sense. We can get an off POV, yes. Let me bring that up. Now I'm actually drawing this round. Let's see what Knob can do to win this. Thinking intently about what he's going to do here. How he's going to win this round. How he's going to win this game. Knob POV. Knob leveled up into a penguin, which doesn't really work out here. I mean, going for a level 3 fish is very lucky he actually gets it, but normally that wouldn't really be that good. You hate to see. I mean, he's giving stats to tier 1s, which, while the penguin is very good for this swan, it's not really the best for the other tier 2s he has on the board, so this is a scary game. Another draw. Although, at least Nob is up on lives, so that is nice for him. Bison me? Very potentially. Although, I mean, if they want to find a bison, it would be... Not this turn. Okay, I mistook. I missaw. And going on to... onto the fish. I guess we're keeping the fish around for a while. Oi, but a turkey is very nice here, and he takes the cow? Even though the turkey would be way better for... what's it called? For pivoting, which he needs a pivot. Or he doesn't, or he just goes all in on these, what's it called? Yeah, all in on the penguin. All in on the level 3. I mean, it might be working out. It might just work. He has 6 health. That is a correct observation. Absolutely. It might just work. Game plan is make big board. Indeed. And it could very well work here. That is, that's kind of exciting to see, honestly. But it's not enough against this, what's it called? Against a monkey plus double bus, I guess we can call it. Oh, this gone away. There you go. Ooh, that's very nice. A lot of free board space plus a turtle. Bring in a third penguin. Let's see if Nob will end up keeping it around. Popping that melon with the front unit. And fighting even more. Oh my god, these penguins. Holy dude. So many penguins. Free a turn. Actually, I guess 6/6 a turn. That's insane. And the level next turn. This is looking very strong. From Nob's POV here. This can definitely win. I mean, actually, in any case, we want this to win. We want the I guess we can call this the Haps strategy. We want the Haps to win. We love to see these penguins here. Just giving insane stats. Even just taking the sushi is fine, I guess. Although now it's kind of awkward. This fly is kind of awkward right now. Especially because it will just give more stats to the other units. Sorry, more hits for the bus, I think, but yeah, I hate flying into these deer. It definitely seems like the case. But it's enough to win this round, and now Sheeptalk is on 2 lives. And Sheep will have to pull out some strong units to win this. Though, I mean, hey, a crocodile plus 2 monkeys is a strong unit. And also, no, we're on turn 10. I was thinking about maybe getting a mushroom onto this deer, but that's reserved for next turn, possibly. Nob just kind of copying what Sheeptalk did last turn, taking these cows. Taking these a lot of stats. And taking food instead of going for strong units. Just hoping that penguin stats will be enough to fight against these monkeys, which, I mean, a single, what's it called? A single skunk would do Nob pretty well right now. Let's see what Sheeptalk can do here. Just continuing to pile stats. Even more stats, actually. And that's what we were talking about, the what's called the fly not really helping out, but it's still enough for Nob to win this round. And it might just be enough to win the entire thing. Just taking this turtle pill. That can definitely work out. It is also 1 extra gold. So you get the pill gold back, I guess. Level 3 Swan. Honestly, you kind of have the gold for it. But, sorry, the lives for it. But might just not be worth it. I think Nob just wants to win this. Because I guess he doesn't have the as good of scaling. 6-6 is good here. Putting the penguin up front is kind of scary, as it could just give another trigger to this gorilla, but it might just be necessary. Nope, it definitely worked out. And this seems like it's going to be enough. I mean, hey, level 3 is actually scary, but it's enough. And Nob takes this very solidly. Are we looking at a comeback? We might just be looking at a comeback. From Nob, hoping to win these sets. Maybe switching to Mav Ogre was enough to win that. It seems that Sheeptalk is live again now. If we want to switch back. Maybe we'll just keep watching it from Nob's perspective for a little bit. Currently, Sheeptalk is just looking at his older games, so it seems like Nob is taking a bit of a break maybe, so we'll just switch back so you guys can see this. I don't know why it did that. There we go. Yeah, but currently, you can, as you can see, Sheeptalk is just looking at some older games. So I'm guessing they haven't started yet. I also can't seem to be joining any matches, so I'm guessing Nob is taking a bit of a break right now, and they are not going into the game, but they are going into the game now. So we can switch back if you all want. I think I will switch back unless you tell me not to. So we can see it from Nob's perspective. And I think they're starting the game now. Nob account predictions are the most high part of the set. That's pretty sad. Alright. Start the game. Oh. Currently Sheeptalk is writing something. I think he wrote like, I could barely read it, but he wrote he outpositioned me every single time or something like that. I think Sheeptalk still thinks we're watching their perspective. But we've started the game here, and it's me versus no. Obviously we haven't. Okay, yeah, it's just the first game. All right, we're still in time. This set has been going on for 2 hours now, or almost 2 hours now. That's insane. Can Sheeptalk? Oh, sorry. We'll have to find out if Sheeptalk can. Let's watch it from Nob's perspective. can bring it home, getting a single win, or if not, can take it back. Video game. Thank you. Shop immediately has a peacock. That's pretty good. With these ducks. Could see a single roll. Nope. Okay, we're just going immediately. Knob is going immediately into peacock plus a giraffe, I'm guessing. Well, I could be thinking about this badger, which honestly is fair. But the giraffe is being taken and the worm is being taken here. If Knob can find a rabbit, that would be very, very good. Losing this round, I think. Barely. Or is Knob just going to... Is Knob even going to take this 2 gold apple? Is that the right choice? I don't know. Just take it though. Okay, just takes it now. Doesn't even wait for the tier freeze. Doesn't wait till next turn to hopefully get a rabbit. Fair enough. Or maybe he keeps them. Nope. All right. And we have a level on Knob. Okay, Knob is looking super strong here. Immediately right out the gate. Knob is definitely looking to win this. Although Sheeptalk does have a bunch of rabbits and is what's called a bunch of swans. So suddenly this is looking quite equal. Sheeptalk probably just going for some insane tempo, and Knob kind of doing the same. Taking a level up here, hoping the tempo is enough. Are the 2 gold apples worth it at this point? I guess Knob says yes, they are, but I don't know if I would agree. Just taking the gold efficient snail instead of rolling down for levels. Fair enough. But double rabbit is very, very strong here, and especially with a pig stored in the bank. They are both going to be very large unit versus very large unit. And they are almost equal in health, not quite. This can go many different ways at this point. Yeah, though a garlic won't do much. Well, maybe on the peacock, but garlic won't do much on this, what's it called? On this one, I don't think. Going for a level 3 even. That's kind of surprising. Not just trying to start up one big unit. The problem with that, obviously, is that it's going to be countered by a single skunk. But there's no skunk on Sheeptalk's team. There's only swans. There's only rabbits. Fair enough. Though not, it does mean that Knob can take this, and now they're equal on health. And we're almost looking at a level 3 swan. We're looking at a level 2 rabbit. 2 level ups for this turn. 2 very strong level ups indeed. For Sheeptalk this turn, so who knows? We have a level 2 worm here. could be good. But it might not be fast enough. Do you spread out the stats with the milk? No, you don't. You just stat it onto one unit. It doesn't even take the turtle. Doesn't even take the turtle. That is that's certainly a decision. Wanting to keep the garlic. Fair enough. But there is the what's it called? There's the skunk from Sheeptalk, completely countering what Nob is going for. And suddenly Nob has to do some pretty strong moves with only 3 health in the bank. Hey, this what's it called? This whale. Why are you not taking the other one? Oh, I guess it's not. You don't have the gold for it. Fair enough. Whale plus deer might just be enough to get through for some turns. Are you gonna continue passing up the turtle? Because I don't think you should. He's not. Still, suddenly this peacock doesn't feel nearly as strong just because of this single the single skunk. But it's enough to get through here, especially with the whale, but they're still tied on health. Sheeptalk just needs to get the tempo, win this, get through these 3 lives, win this game, and then he's won the whole thing. I imagine Sheeptalk is getting very nervous at this point, but on the other hand, Nob is probably also getting nervous, but also getting very happy that he's finding a level on the whale. Level on whale is super good here, especially into a boar. I mean, 3 lives. Do you take dragon here? It's debatable, but boar is very, very good here, and might just be the ticket. Though against the level 3 swan, it's scary. It might very well be enough. Oh, 1 HP off. Or sorry, getting 1 hit off. Sheeptalk taking this round. But it's very possible for Nob to turn this around. Webcam going crazy. Yeah, I know. my own little flavor I bring to the table. Okay, taking the turtle onto the boar, meaning you don't want to eat the boar with the whale. Huh. Okay. Instead taking the armadillo, hoping that works well with the peacock and the boar, which it does, but it's certainly controversial. It's certainly controversial, but it could work. As Saber says, it could definitely work. And it's enough to get through this. And it's not enough to get through there, though. Okay. And now Nob is on 1 HP. And this could be it. If Sheeptalk wins a single round now, Sheep wins this. Nob downfall, I was here. That's so mean. But we are... we're looking at our favorite strategy, chat. We're looking at our favorite strategy. We're looking at an armadillo. We're looking at a scorpion. We love to see it. You know we love to see it here. Although this, what's called? This whale kind of doesn't work with it. So that's kind of awkward. Get rid of whale, just take another. Okay, just get rid of the armadillo. Fair enough. Fair enough, honestly. Hope, just Knob hoping to scam, hoping not to die here. He is so close to losing this set, so he just needs to do the slightest thing to win this. Oh, but against Exodia, it could just be a loss. Exodia is strong here, and it's a loss. It's not even close. GG Sheeptalk. Sheeptalk winning this set against the expectation of, I think, a lot of people. GG. Damn. Alright.